Hello and welcome back to Boxer Gaming, and we've got a lot of stuff to do, so let me first turn this off because we are not doing a video tutorial anymore. So let's put all this stuff away, and I've been working quite a bit on some pretty awesome stuff. The first thing you might notice is this quarry that I've been getting going here, and the reason I'm doing this, I want to excavate this entire area and then run a filler to fill it all up with dirt, so there's definitely no caves. Useless? Maybe. Overkill? Probably. Why not? I thought it was a cool idea. Also, I've been trying my farm again, and so far no weeds. What I've been doing is I've been adding row by row. So I've done all my potatoes, no weeds. I've tried all my carrots, no weeds. Then I added all my pumpkins, still no weeds. So I'm still guessing it's the flowers that are doing this, but I'll try. I also made some bloodstained walls, which I'll show you how to make them very easy, just to get some sheep in. It's just an alternative to fences. What else? This is all the same. Everything's the same. Everything's the same. This is a little bit different, and that's because I've been playing with the filler. And the filler is also the machine I just did a tutorial on. This is one of the most underutilized machines in the game, I believe. It works and is set up almost exactly the same as a quarry, except for taking stuff out of the ground, you put stuff into the ground, and I'll show you how that works later on. But that's pretty much how I've made this area nice and flat, just by using a filler. Pretty awesome. So the filler needs, of course, blocks to fill something with, you know. So that's why I've set up this item tesseract, and this one that you see, I was exporting dirt into this tesseract, which would go straight into the filler. That's one of the smaller changes I've done. The other thing is I added this wireless access point with wireless boosters. Now normally the access point, I believe, has a radius of 32 blocks or something. If you add 16 boosters to it, I think it extends to 64 total or 32 total. One of the two, I don't really know. I've been using it a little bit, but not too much yet. I have to get used to it first. This is all the same except for this part here. Now this is from the power converters mod, so this is disabled by default. I just enabled it because it's a very cool mod, and it has a very complicated look to it, but it's very, very simple. I'll explain it now. Say you want to convert power from IC2 to Railcraft, right? So EU to MJ. The first thing you want to get is a consumer. And because we want to convert from IC2 to Railcraft, we want a IC2 consumer because it consumes the EU. Then in the middle you put an energy bridge. And if you right click on this, you get these nice little pop-ups. At the moment you can see from the east side, which is the left side of this stage, in comes is IC2 HV, so high voltage. And it's about 150 EU a tick or something. And it outputs about 50 MJ a tick or something. It's a 1:3 ratio, roughly. Now next to the energy bridge, we have a BC producer. So the producer is the exact opposite from the consumer in that it produces Railcraft power from the EU. So this is a nice little way to convert your EU to BC, or MJ I should say. Now if you wanted to do it the other way around, so from MJ to EU, all you do is instead of getting a BC producer, you would get a BC consumer. And instead of an IC2 consumer, you would get an IC2 producer. Now, be careful. And this is only with IC2, but the IC2 has 3 types of consumers. Actually 4. There's a low voltage, medium voltage, high voltage, and the extra something voltage. Be careful. Just use the right one. So MFS use a high voltage, so use a high voltage consumer, else it'll blow up. Same with machines and everything. Clear? I think so. So this producer is currently outputting, something like 50. Sometimes it goes up to 100 MJ a tick, depending on how much I need. And this just goes into these tesseracts. And I did need multiple tesseracts. There's another one under the ground here. Else it would not go fast enough for my liking. And this is just because all these MFSUs were full. These are still full. Actually, that's the only one full. There might be something wrong with it. No, it's outputting on the back. Weird. Anyway, so that's the change there. Here you can see the rolling machines. So rolling machines are a Railcraft machines. To be honest, I'm not a big Railcraft fan because they're just a bit of a pain to actually use. But the rolling machine is very easy to make, just some pistons and a crafting bench. And the rolling machine can make iron ingots into iron plates and steel ingots into steel plates. And to automate it is very simple. So it works very much like a auto crafting bench. You put a recipe in here like 4 iron ingots and it will make 4 iron plates. As soon as it gets 4 more ingots, it'll make 4 iron plates, but it will keep the recipe in here. So this tesseract is set up to, let's see, an interface here. This one, I believe, that has a pattern in it, which is 4 steel ingots, 4 steel plates, 4 iron plates, 4 ingots. The smart thing about this is that I only need one tesseract. One tesseract frequency or channel, whatever you want to call it. The rolling machine, like this, is set to steel, so it does not accept iron. So even if the tesseract tries to put iron in there, it won't. It'll just put it in this one because this one is making iron plates. Yeah, cool. Okay, so what do we want the plates for, and how the hell do we get steel? Well, for this I made another little room here. And by the way, I switched up this. I made a bunch of extra redstone energy cells. I think they're all getting kind of full because my quarry is not running in the Mistcraft world, so that's why. And I was thinking down here I've got just the redstone energy cells with 2 inputs and 1 output. And then up here will be all my tesseracts for all my machines. So I've currently got 3 set to the quarry. 1 for the Mother of Energy, which does pretty much everything, and 1 for a... Cool. So this will be filled with tesseracts in the end. Nice. So this is my Railcraft room, and this is not going to grow much. This is pretty much as large as it's going to get. Now the first thing I did was run an AE cable from there all the way to here. Not a good idea, it costs a lot of power. So I decided to just do a way that doesn't require any cables run, but it's still automated. So if you don't know Railcraft, I'm not the right guy for you. I don't know too much about it, but all I want to do is get the tanks which store liquids, which are pretty awesome. So for that, we first need coal coke, which is like an upgraded coal. And all you do is make a coke oven. Now the coke oven is made using the coke brick, I believe it's called. Coke oven brick, which is sand and bricks. And all you do is you put it in a solid 3x3 block, but you leave the middle empty. Clear? I think so. And when you place that, it'll just come up with a little screen like this, and then you know you've done it right. So this thing produces some creosote oil, which I'm not going to do anything with yet. I might later, but I'm not sure, because you need an obscene amount to actually use, for this to actually be useful. Now, coal coke produces extremely slowly. It takes 2.5 minutes for 1 coal to be outputted into 1 coal coke. Ouch. But it's pretty useful. Okay. So down here we got my tesseract. This one is set up as coke input, and the way I've set it up on the other end is not an interface, it's just an export bus. So it does it continuously. I'm continuously turning coal into coal coke. And that's okay because this is so very, very slow. It'll never run out of coal. I've got 14k coal. That's never going to run out, so that's fine. And here on the top, I've got it to a redstone engine with a wooden pipe, and this is pulling out the coal coke once it's made, and it's putting it into an energy chest. Simple. All these are the same. You can see I made this a little bit later. Cool. And then we're going to have a look at the blast furnace brick. So the blast furnace is another Railcraft block, or a multi-block structure, I should say, and it's the exact same as the coke oven, except for 1 higher. So it has 2 empty spaces in the middle. Okay. So it's just a box, really. And again, once you've done it right, there's a little screen here. Now the blast furnace turns iron into, good timing, steel ingots. And it uses coal coke or charcoal. But coal coke is a lot more efficient. Like, by a lot. Like, it's insane. Like, you need so much charcoal to turn 1 piece of iron ingot into steel ingot. So use coal coke if you can. The only downside is it takes so long, but hey, that's okay. Again, under this, I've got 2 tesseracts. One that provides coal coke and one that provides iron ingots. And on the back, on the sides here, you can see the wooden pipe, and there's a little redstone engine here into an energy chest, and this is where all the steel goes into. Very, very simple. Now, the way I've set that up you can see that here, is I've got a level emitter down there, and anytime we have less than 128 steel, it automatically feeds in more iron. But coal coke is always exported here. So it always exports coal coke to those things, because that's really the only thing I'm going to use coal coke in. And steel, iron is only imported once I have less than 128 steel. And the reason I do this is because it's so slow. Before it gets 128 in there, it'll already have 2 stacks of iron in here ready to go. So total, I'll always have 256 steel. Good, very good. Now we can get started on using all of that good stuff. Did I change anything else? No, I did not. Good, good, good. Now we can get started. So you could see I had some sheep there. Next thing we want to make, for the blast furnace, by the way, you need different blocks called the blast furnace brick. So the blast furnace brick is made using nether brick, soul sand, and magma cream. So a good tip for magma cream: use the slime, the blue slime. That's pretty much the only use it has. So yeah, use that. Makes it a lot easier. Okay. Let's go from there. You can now see we've got 27,000 gold nuggets and almost 90,000 rotten flesh. I should probably set up a deep storage unit for that. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so we need a way to automatically shear these sheep, and Minecraft Factory Reloaded, which is turning into one of my favorite mods, instead of the harvester, it also has a new block that I haven't made yet called the rancher. Now the rancher is made using a liquid arc, some shears, and some tin ingots. We should probably change this with tin. Yep, tin. I've also changed some other recipes around that use tin ingots, like the tesseract frames and all that. Boom, encode, done. Rancher. This is pretty much all we need. Page 5. Oh, page 6. See, page 5's got all the wireless access terminals and all that sort of stuff in there. Oh, what a pain to make them. Oh yeah, bloodstained stuff that I used to make the walls out of. Bloodstained bricks, or blocks you make first, are made using sand and rotten flesh, or pig, pork. That works too. You see, smooth sandstone and rotten flesh. So very simple to make. And then you craft this by itself into a brick, and you craft that into itself into a fancy brick or something like that. So we got these walls, we got a harvester. Did I get it? No. Where's my harvester? Sorry, my rancher. I didn't make it yet. Boom. Does it know how to make shears? Apparently so. We also need a tesseract, which I did try to make some in advance. And we need an ender chest. And that is all for now, I believe. Yes, I think that's all. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do... Oh, we might want to get... This is going to be tricky, okay? Pick up this wall, put the rancher in, put the wall on top. It's not going to be pretty, but... I should probably fix that. Let's get some more walls. That looks horrible. And I think they can still get out by the side, so... Let me just fix that up. Get back into your home. Don't glitch through. Okay, glitch through. Okay. Well, whatever, you know. Whatever. We can put the energy tesseract probably under is the nicest, eh? There. Set it to mother of energy as every other machine is. Receive only. And boom. It's plonking out wall. You can see it's doing that. It does it in an area 5x5. So I made all these pens 5x5. Cool. Now we could put an ender chest. I've changed all these as well because I thought the ender chest had to be behind it, but it can just be on top as well, which is much better actually. Much better. I wonder if I can remove these now. Can I walk on top of this? I thought maybe. Nope. Cool. Done. So that is the very simple rancher. It's one of the... I mean, Minecraft Factory Reloaded is just amazing. We'll probably get some more sheep in here. But we'll do that later. And I might have a few different pens with different colored sheep and stuff. It's probably a good idea. And I might make this too high anyways, just in case. I don't trust these sheep. The only problem with these is that it doesn't really look... Really, I can't... Sheep is blocking it somehow, which is a bit weird. Look at that sheep go. It's having a party down there. Oh god, that's annoying. Lesson learned. Put your walls in before you put the sheep in. Alright, done. Oh no, not done. Get lost. Oh, done. Okay, cool. Looks a bit ugly, but at least they can't get out, and there's 4 of them. So this will continuously make wool for us. Nice. Now we want to do the same thing with cows. So we want to make another rancher. Boom. Oh, I love my new AE auto crafting system. It's much faster, much faster. We also want to make some tanks, and I haven't done this yet. I did make the recipes for plates. As you can see, I made 264 plates already, just because it takes a while to make them. How much steel do I have? 100. Well, you know what? What I'll do is I'll just already start making 128 of those. And you can see how slow it is. The rolling machines are very slow, kind of annoying. But what I'll do is I'll do it with iron for now, because I've already got enough of it, so you know that'll do. So what we want to do is get all these plates out, and then we want to start making recipes. So if you want to do this, the easiest thing is just go iron tank. It'll show you everything you need. So we need iron tank walls. I believe it's on the last page. Yep. So which is just 4 plates. We need iron tank gauge. We're not going to color them. This seems a bit wasteful. We need panes. And then the valve, which is iron tank. Hang on. There we go. Just a lever and some iron bars. We have that recipe already. So boom. Done. Now there is a big limit as to what you can do, and it shows it when you hover over a tank. So let's make a tank. Just one, but it'll make 8 for us, I believe. Oh, hang on, I shouldn't take these. So once we hover over it, it'll show multi-block, variable size, hollow, heights 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, diameters 3, 5, 7, 9. So it's always uneven, apparently, in diameter, and the heights we can do ourselves. So let's get a couple. We probably want a few of these tanks, so I'm just gonna make. Let's just make 64. Boom. And let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these for now. Oh, it'll make 8. And 20 windows. So iron tanks. I'm just going to put it here for now, and I know that we're going to be wasting some stuff, but that's okay because we want to move it later on. But it's so easy to use these things and to get milk. I'm going to use this for milk primarily at start. That I don't really care about wasting any of it. So truth be told, I've never done this before. So let's make a 5 by 5. Is that possible? Yes. That is a 6 by 5. That's not possible. So I believe that we just fill it in like that, and we put a valve there. You don't have to do this, but the valve is pretty much where you get the liquid out of, and it's important to get the liquid out of the side where there actually is liquid. So if you put one at the top and the tank is not full, you actually can't get any liquid out. So hey, there's always that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon we make it a 5 by 5 for now. I hope you agree with me. Okay, another thing, annoying thing about the power suit, my key bindings don't work, but if I press K and then close it again, they suddenly work again, although I do have to re-enable it, which is, I don't know, annoying. Okay, so let's make a tank, shall we? we go. Boom. Now let's use our windows, which we need more of. I don't know why I made so little. And I'm just gonna do it like this. You don't have to do it like this. That's just one of the designs I liked. But then again, I haven't ever used it, so which is a shame. I've always just used the normal tanks, the red ones, the glass ones. But I reckon it's about time that I learn how to use these things because they store so much more liquid, like so much more. It's ridiculous. Let's just make 64. There we go. Yay! Dunk 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 dunk. Okay, so I'm also gonna put valves here, here, and here, and here. Now, in the end, I'll probably put this one lower so it's in the ground. I think that'll look better. But for now, we just want to sort of test it, see how it works. Boom! Cool. Iron tank. It can save 2 million. Yes, 2 million. Wow. Let's try that, shall we? Milk. Oh, I actually have a bucket. That's nice. Let's put some milk in there. I think that's probably 1,000. One bucket is 1,000, I think. Oh. Yes, 1,000. So it can store a lot. 2,000 buckets. Can we see the milk yet? Oh, well, yeah, but not really. Now, I believe we can't get milk out of this side yet, although we might because it's touching the milk. But we can always get it from the bottom, and that's the idea anyways. So, let's put a rancher in. And because I'm very smart and I learned from my mistake, I'm going to do this first. Now, we don't need anything on top, so we can just lock it off like that. Now, the rancher works on a lot of different animals as well. So it works on cows, it works on sheep, it works on squid. Yes, it works on squid. So it gets ink from those. I don't think it kills it. I've never tried it. I just read that it works. So why am I getting steel ingots flying around? Maybe something's going wrong in the rolling machine. I'll have a look. What am I trying to do? Yes, liquiducts and cows. Do I have any cows? Nope. Let's get some safari nets. Go hunting for some cows. Oh, we also need a redstone. No, actually we don't. This pushes it out itself already. Well, that's ugly, but you know. You can do this with test tracks, of course. Let's find some cows. Hey. Ah, I've been there. Whoa, why is it turning blue? What? Anyways. Now, as far as I know, you only need a single cow, and it'll do as much as you want. So, you know, there's always that. But for nicety's sake, I'll just get one more, and then I'll breed them. We also want pigs, actually, so let's get a few pigs. Actually, I think I already have about 5 pigs in my inventory, but... I mean, in my... that sounds very weird. Yeah, I've got some pigs in my inventory. No problem. No problem. Alright, so many pigs here, so that's a good place to look later. I've also very slowly started getting some hives, some bee hives. That is something I want to get into. Bees are pretty awesome. They're a pain to do, but... You know. Oh, also chickens for eggs. And there's actually also a way to separate the big chickens. Sorry, I have to. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh. Isn't this hollow usually inside? No? Okay. There's actually a way to separate the young animals, the baby animals, from their adult parents, which is awesome. It's really, really cool. And that means you can slaughter much better as well. Because what you do is you keep all the adult animals in a pen. You breed them. And then... Hang on. What is in here? Oh, that's the cow. Okay, cool. Let's put a cow in there. Boom. Oh, we need to power it. This is a sheep, isn't it? No, that's a pig. Pig. I didn't pick up the sheep one. It's okay. Distract. Just be consistent. Put this under as well. Mother of energy. Receive only. Dish. Milk. Look at how fast that milk is coming in. 8 buckets, 9 buckets, 10 buckets, 11 buckets, 12. Pretty much a bucket a second. You can put multiple ranches on here. The single cow will live just fine. I don't know if it'll be patched at any time, but... Now milk is pretty cool because what we can now do is use a force engine as well. Because I've got a lot of force nuggets, I think. I have force crystals. Yep, 3,000. So we could make a force farm as well. And get some force engines just to get some extra MJ whenever we need it. And I might do that and just make it so that I can turn it off, on and off. But look at how much milk this is getting. The pipe's pretty much consistently full. It's 50 buckets worth of milk. And we can pump this out just from any of these valves anywhere, except for the top, of course. So what I'll do is I'll put a tesseract on the... Actually, I might just do that. Why not? It actually looks really cool as well, so I want to show you that. If I have another tesseract, 2 liquid tesseracts, please. I have none, of course. Of course. We're missing copper ingots. So, the liquid tesseract recipe is ballsed up. Liquid tesseract, where is that thing? I've been changing these over very slowly to find the right copper and stuff. There you go. I haven't changed this one yet, apparently. Copper. I might have to level emit some as well, so that I always have some of each. That might be a good idea. Copper. Silver. Tin ingot. Nope, that's wrong as well. We need this tin for that. Thankfully, all these recipes actually work. Which is, you know, at least good. And code. Chuck that in there. And cancel that. Liquid. It should make one pretty much instantly because it was already making the unattuned. I'm also going to level emit the unattuned tesseract, so it's pretty much constantly making these tesseracts because that's going to be quite handy. So we can put all this back in. I've got pigs. That's nice. We don't need any liquid ducts anymore. We don't need the valves. We don't need tin, copper, redwood. Heart of the tree. Okay. So this is the last thing we'll do. But what we'll do here is say dish. We'll call it number 3, I guess. Yep, number 3. Milk in. Because we'll also have a milk out. Milk in. Boom. Receive only. And this will get a liquid tesseract on top. Just like we have the energy chest on top. Send milk in. Send only. Boom. Look at that milk coming in. How cool is that? That looks amazing, doesn't it? It's pouring in from the top. It actually looks nicer with fuel. And that brings me to the next thing. I want to make a room, which I'm not sure yet where. I might move this because that's a 3 by, yeah, that's a 3 wide, and all my stairs are 3 as well. So what I might do is make another room behind this room that will have all my tanks in it. So I'll make 1 tank for ethanol, 1 tank for milk, 1 tank for whatever, you know, 1 for the Railcraft stuff, which is the, I always forget the name. And then we'll just have a big tank room with just tanks in different colors, and we'll make them steel tanks. So what I'll do before next episode, what are they called? Creosote, of course, is get these steel tanks going because they save twice as much liquid in the same amount of space. So that's quite nice. It will make it the maximum size. So we'll have a nice large high room with, let's see, how big can they be? Heights 8 and diameters 9. Oh, so we can make a 9 by 8, whilst this is only a 5 by 5. Just imagine how big those tanks are gonna be. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I might actually do that even before the next episode, because it's gonna be quite tedious building those. And then we can go on with the next step, which I think is a new source of power. So I think we have to start looking at solar power. And just before I go, and very quickly, I know I say that a lot, we're going to have a look at a new world I made with Everlasting Sun. So this world is a void world. Sorry, it's not void, it's a single biome world, ocean. So a single ocean biome. It has 2 suns, although one you can't see, and the sun is set to zenith and 0 length. And as far as I can tell, I was successful in that it is always daytime. And there's absolutely nothing, so no lag, perfect. Although a void would have been better, but I don't have a void page yet. By the way, if you didn't know, clouds. Clouds are amazing. Whee! Sort of sink into them a little bit. It's awesome. I have a lot of this stuff at home. All good. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Whoa. And then we are going to work on a solar farm, and I will show you my progress with the tanks, if I made any. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.